a couple of months back, you'll remember, there was a bunch of death prophecies that were aimed at the ZCC church. Now, one of them, if you can remember, came from this particular man them over here. You can see AMT had a video on that one. And then there was another one that was done, and it came from this man over here. That was another death prophecy, right? And so these prophecies floated around. But then there was another supposed death prophecy to the ZCC church. And this particular one came from Aaron. Now, I don't know if you guys remember that one, because it looks like there is an update. The man then has decided to change. All right, so this one right here. So there was this one here, if you remember. So all three of these were supposedly death prophecies concerning the ZCC church. Now, what was he saying? What was Aaron saying in his death prophecies concerning the ZCC back then?
I see him leaving this world.
Oh.
Lechanyane in Limpopo. I see him leaving this world. And there is a new person that is appointed after him.
Okay, so that was the first prophecy. But now, seemingly, we are getting a video explanation breakdown recently over here.
Sons of the living God, I greet you this morning. I want to take this moment to address a certain issue. About a year and 8 months ago, there's a prophecy that I made, Prophet Aaron, and it was pertaining the church ZCC and the bishop. And on that prophecy, there is other things that were said, additional to the prophecy itself. And we've been engaging with the church, with the ZCC church, the representatives, and we've been engaging so that we can try and find common ground and find a way to the path of peace.
I don't understand. I don't understand. What was the point of the prophecy then? If we just had to make peace. Wait, what was the prophecy then? That's a bit. We didn't ask. He came and made a prophecy. And now he says they were seeking for peace. Now, what does you seeking peace have to do with the prophecy? I thought the prophecy is what God said. Now, there is peace. I don't understand. Maybe you can explain.
And they are quite wonderful people, and they stand for peace, which is what we stand for.
Okay, but what does that have to do with the prophecy? I don't understand.
The Bible says, by our fruits we shall be known.
By our fruits we shall be known. Is this time to be quoting that?
So we as the sons of God, we stand for peace, we believe in peace, we love peace. The Bible says in the book of Romans chapter 2.
Nah, we're not listening to your quotes. What quote? What quote? Just say the prophecy was not real if it's not real. Okay? So the Bible, we are not listening to that. You supposedly gave a prophecy. If you want to do an apology, do an apology. Okay? Okay, maybe let me just listen. You know, we didn't ask. Okay? We didn't ask, is there a prophecy for ZCC? No. They came out and gave the supposed prophecies. We didn't ask. Now, they want to lecture us about the Bible, say.
12 verse 18. As far as it depends on you, try to to live and exist with your neighbors and everyone in peace.
What does living in peace have to do with the prophecy? I'm not understanding. Or am I the only one?
So, we want to take this opportunity to address this issue. Prophecy has never had its origin in the will of man, and people who understand spirituality, that there is a constant conflict in the spirit realm, and however, we as human beings, mankind, we should make sure we manage that conflict that must not spill into the natural order. So by so saying, I want to take this time and send my heartfelt apology to the bishop and the ZCC church.
Excuse me, what is does the apology, okay, so this is an apology about the prophecy. Does the apology say the prophecy was fake? So if you prophesied something, he just said that prophecy is not by the will of man. So is it God who's apologizing? Because are we just talking nowadays? What's going on? I'm not understanding now. Huh? We didn't ask. You can just preach the gospel. It's enough. All these matters of now giving apologies to the bishop, it was not necessary. because if you're apologizing, who's apologizing? Is it God who's apologizing? You are apologizing. The prophecy was false. Because he made all these statements that kind of confused the whole thing. It doesn't originate from it. What are we saying? Azalan, I'll tell you this again. This thing of having itchy ears and running around to listen to who has the latest word, who's gonna tell you what is next, who's gonna die next, all these things. These things, be very careful. The Bible is enough. And until you come to that resolve, you'll keep being... 1 year later, now we are hearing an apology. This video is very hard to find, by the way. I only found it because Lemo posted it. I didn't find it anywhere else. I only found it because Lemo had posted it. It was out there already public. But it's very hard to find this video. I searched on his page, what and all those things. So I'm not understanding. Does this mean the prophecy was fake? Hey?